Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mountaineers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looking to pass, it's Singleton. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Guys, let's chat about App State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for cut. With this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's got him. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it. They draw 1st blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big play for this offense as they get him to the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Cardinals have taken it inside the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Singleton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the 1st quarter, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the run, it's Driver. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed behind the line. It's Driver. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Leads it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Love. Makes catch on the left. Find some room. The 10. Touchdown, App State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Number 14, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hold and fire complete.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Forced out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
But man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Landry. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
To the air, it's Singleton. Trying to pull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the point after is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. You've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes the grab. It's Jeffrey. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. fire. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Hey, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust him because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Look out, he's got room.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Appalachian State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job of finishing.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Jeffrey. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's locked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's locked. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The RPO, it's complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Puts it out of the air. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Singleton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Wants to go up top. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his big tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here on third down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Caught in the backfield, it's Jeffrey. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
At the 20, he's got space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Quick strike through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 12 to Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds his big tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it.
There he goes.
type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's driving. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. With the catch, it's Driver. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
19 seconds left in the game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.